University of Oregon. I'm not getting paid by anybody except for this one. Stipend checks only. But that's.
Well, if ever there's a week to actually ask on that topic, Troy, so the state of California, your native state, is pushing through legislation that was just approved by the State House, so as to go to the governor, and the NCAA is issuing all these statements against it. You mentioned it, you spoke about it at Media Day. What are your feelings on that legislation in California to allow name, image, and likeness?
I mean, that's big for the guys in California, and I hope it can get pushed through. So, I mean, guys can get what they deserve. I mean, you go out here, you play 4 years, and you have. Not everybody has a shot to play in the NFL, so I mean, they should be able to get compensated for the time that they do put in. I mean, it doesn't make sense to have a guy go 4 years, put his whole body out there, get hurt, banged up, and have nothing to show for it after that except for a degree. And I just think that California is doing the right thing, and hopefully the rest of the nation can follow suit.
On the field, sideline energy from the coaches and the players, and I realized last week's score, but the energy as a whole, even the week before, seems different.
Yeah, I mean,
Ken Wilson's new, but Andy's up in the box, but it seems like you guys are just amped up all game long.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that has something to do with the way Coach Cristobal, Coach Avalos, just Coach O'Roy, the way they have implemented this, the way we want to just maintain ourselves, and the way we want to act on the road, at home. We want to take options with us when we're on the road. We want to absorb options when we're at home. So we just got to just start the energy. It starts with us. So if we get going and get riled up, the crowd will get riled up too. So we're just trying to maintain that energy and just keep it going throughout the game.
I know we've asked you a lot throughout the offseason, preseason, just about this freshman class and what they look like and how ready they've been. Andy stood up here like half hour ago and said this is one of the best freshman classes he's kind of ever seen as far as guys ready to come in and immediately contribute. Is that kind of the same assessment that you have, having seen maybe a few classes of freshmen come through Oregon now?
Yeah, I mean, probably aside from my class, my class is the best class apparently. But no, I mean, this is for sure like the hands down, top to bottom, physically, mentally, just the most fit freshmen you can find in the nation. Probably the coach has done a fantastic job recruiting these past couple of years, and it really shows. And I mean, you can watch the tape and see what these guys are able to do. They don't act like the regular true freshmen. I mean, they act like the redshirt freshmen or even true sophomores. So I mean, it's big for those guys to come in and play the way they played, so there's no drop off when guys come out when they need a break. And it just means a lot for our program and the future that we have here.
How big has Mace been?
Huge. I mean, Mason stepped up a ton. I mean, you watch the film, he's done a lot of good things. Had a big game on Saturday. I mean, I always tell him before every game, it's not the Santa Ana Bowl anymore, so you got to go out here and play big boy football. And he always laughs because we always laugh about it. But I mean, I know Mason's ready every game. He prepares really well. He's a great dude in practice, takes it very serious. Like I said, he acts like a vet. You wouldn't even know he's a freshman, and we really love it. And we're just pushing forward to make sure he keeps working, doesn't get complacent, and just continues to get better and find little ways to improve his game.
Talk about Samson New, able to just step in there, provide depth, make plays. What does he mean to this team?
He means a lot. I mean, like you said, he provides depth. He steps in. I mean, Samson can be a starter at any other school in the Pac-12. He does a really good job. Him and Isaac complement each other very well. I mean, he's the third piece to our inside backer group. And like you said, he stepped in. I mean, the dude got a pick, the first one of the season out the group. So, I mean, it kind of, Isaac was laughing about it a little bit because Isaac can't catch very well. So, I mean, that was kind of big for us as a whole group to get one of those locked in so we can start chasing the DBs and get our name up there with the INTs. But, I mean, he's a thumper. He knows the defense really well. He runs sideline to sideline great. And we were really glad to have him on the team.
Saturday's game, does it kind of feel like one final tune-up before Pac-12 play, where the games really start to matter?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call this game a tune-up because I mean every game is a serious game. It doesn't matter if you're playing a preseason or you're playing a championship game. Every game's a big game. So I would never call a game a tune-up game for the Pac-12 because Montana's a very good team. I mean, top to bottom, they have a lot of returning guys coming back. A great defense, a great offense. I mean, they put up, I don't even know, 40-plus points these last two games. So, I mean, they have a high-scoring offense. So, I mean, you can never call it a tune-up game. We're really looking forward to the challenges that Montana brings, and we never overlook an opponent. So we haven't started thinking about we play Stanford. Yes, we haven't started thinking about playing Stanford. So we're just all focusing on Montana.
How different of challenges does Montana bring then compared to just say last week against Nevada?
I mean, yeah. I mean, Montana's quarterback runs a lot more than Nevada's quarterback did. He's more experienced offensive line, different backs, different receivers. Just bring a lot of different things to the table. I mean, they're a whole different team, and that's what I like about our conference, and I like about our schedule, our preseason schedule as well, is that you never really play the same type of people 2 weeks in a row. You always get a little mix up, a little different here and there. So we're looking forward to the challenge that Montana brings. We're good to go. Thank you.